Okay, folks, here we go with part two. Again, these are bargain bin CDs, some of them trade, but I think I've gotten some interesting stuff. I said in the last video this would be rock. Well, I've got a little bit of jazz, a little bit of blues in here as well. And again, I'll probably pull out the front cover in a lot of cases because there's still stickers on the fronts. All right, so let's jump in there. Start with some jazz. Charlie Parker at Storyville. You know, there's not much that I need to know about a CD with Charlie Parker to want to get it. But when I looked at the lineup, he's got Red Garland on piano and Roy Haynes on drums. Yeah, sold. So that's Charlie Parker at Storyville. It's a Blue Note. It is a Blue Note disc. If I can, there we go. When was it recorded? I should have looked that up earlier. I don't see a date. Oh, wait a minute. Recorded Storyville, Boston on September 22nd, 1953. The next one is more jazz fusion. It is Spyro Gyra featuring Jay Beckenstein. Fast Forward. Don't do a lot of, I guess I don't do a lot of jazz fusion, but I do like Spyro Gyra. This is on GRP. The next one is a blues sampler. First, it was only 50 cents, and when I got to looking at the back, I'll show you the back first, actually, on this one. I don't know these two labels, but I know Alligator and I know Blind Pig, and those are usually good labels. And so this is a celebration of blues. A celebration of blues. I can't say that I know too many of these groups. Got Luther Allison on here, Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters, Rod Piazza and the Mighty Flyers, Little Ed and the Blues Imperials, Tommy Castro. Those are some of the ones that I've heard of, but I'm not really familiar with any of them, and I need to make myself more familiar with these guys. Next one. Belushi, Aykroyd, Have Love Will Travel. If you've watched this channel any at all, you should know I'm a Blues Brothers fan. My favorite movie of all time. I have quite a Blues Brothers collection. In fact, Jake is named after Jake Blues. There's the band on the back. It's on Have Love Records. I haven't really heard the CD before, but I am familiar with a few of the songs. I believe 300 Pounds of Joy, I believe the two of them did that song on According to Jim one season. Then I found this Allman Brothers CD, Eat a Peach. You know, I don't think there's much you need to know. There's the back. I don't think there's much you need to know about a Allman Brothers album to know that it's worth picking up. It's on Polydor. 1972 album. It's the Allman Brothers. It's going to be good. Fixed one huge hole in my collection. I did not have any Chuck Berry whatsoever. How can you love rock and not have some Chuck Berry? So I picked up the best of Chuck Berry, the 20th Century Masters. Got a good picture of Chuck on the inside. Yeah. Got all the great songs on here. Maybelline, Roll Over Beethoven, My Ding-a-Ling, Johnny Be Good. Great stuff. Alright. Next one's kind of alternative. It's a Christian band. It's the Prayer Chain. And it's called Shawl. I do not do a whole lot of alternative music, especially stuff from the 90s. I believe this is from the 90s. Yeah, 93. But this is a classic album, and I have picked up a couple of their other albums. I believe they might be working on a reissue for that, for Shaw. But, alright, so I found this for $1 and I had to pick it up. Supertramp, Breakfast in America. I had picked up a vinyl, and Lise had warned me that the album that I had shown was not probably a good enunciation. One of these days I'm going to get it right. Anyway, Lisa had warned me that the album that I had was not a good example of their music, so I picked this up. Classic album. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't really. I recognize the song "Take the Long Way Home," but I don't. Not really familiar. But I've seen that album cover a lot, so I'm assuming it's a classic album. Picked this up from my Eric Clapton collection, August '86 release, I believe. And let's see here. Produced by Phil Collins. Is it the same? That Phil? Was it Genesis Phil Collins? I don't know. But found a cheap copy of the Wallflowers' first CD. This, of course, has got, well, it's not written on the, what was that hit called? And, of course, the one time I tried it, One Headlight. But, you know, I'm the kind that likes to listen to whole albums, and I find a lot of songs that aren't hits that I like a lot. So, all right. Next up, Heart Brigade. You just can't get me to steer away from Ann and Nancy Wilson. If I don't know that this was a big album for them. I think I saw a couple copies of this when in the bargain bin, but that's okay. I like Heart, and I'll probably try to pick up everything that they've got. In fact, I found another Heart album, Desire Walks On. Yeah, a little booklet with it. This is, I don't know anything from this, but again, it's Heart. so I thought I'd give it a shot. Very excited about the next two CDs I'm about to show because I rarely see this band's stuff. I have one of their previous albums on vinyl that I found, but it's April Wine, Nature of the Beast. I found that in a bargain bin. Can you believe it? And, of course, they have a great sound. Canadian rock band. I think I learned about them from Blackmore Rules and Scott Waters. And then I also found Classic Masters, April Wine. And believe me, I've already ripped both of these to my phone so I can listen to them on my bus rides. This is a 24-bit digitally remastered CD. There's the back. The next one, I was very pleasantly surprised. Usually in the bargain bins around here, sometimes it's metal is impossible to find, and hard rock can be difficult. But I don't know that I've ever seen Jeff Scott Soto in one. This is Lost in Translation. So I'm very anxious to spin this. I haven't really looked at I should have looked at the credits to see if there were any musicians playing on the album that I recognized. There's the back of the CD. This is on Frontiers, and it's a 2004 CD. This next one may end up being a real disappointment. We'll see. It's one of my all-time favorite bands. I love U2. I don't know. This is Songs of Experience. This is their latest. I've been seeing the deluxe edition in Walmart, but, well, that was pretty plain. I've been seeing this album of the deluxe edition in Walmart, but the price has been running like $16, and I just don't. I haven't heard anything that just compelled me to spend that much. So I saw on Instagram where the Great Escape got some CDs in, and this was one of them, and so I only paid a couple bucks for it. So that's not bad to find out if I'm going to like it, and to help me, I would like to have everything that they've put out. This next one I've had the DVD for. It's a compilation album, America, a tribute to heroes, that came out, shortly after 9/11. Some of these artists I don't really care for, but there's a bunch that I do. There's like 21 tracks. Is it a 2-disc? Well, how about that? It is 2-disc. I didn't realize it was that long. Should have known it from 21 tracks. So, yeah, it's got Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Wonder, Take 6, U2, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Neil Young, Billy Joel, Bon Jovi, Sting, Paul Simon, Willie Nelson, and some other people I don't really care about, but yeah, there you go. America, a tribute to heroes. And then the final two are more comedy, but I was so pleased to pick both of these up. Weird Al, Even Worse. I actually have this one on on vinyl, but I don't think I'll get his whole collection on vinyl, but I would like to have it on CD. So, found that, and then, let me tell you something. I Hate Nirvana. This is the closest you'll ever get to seeing a Nirvana album on this channel. Weird Al, Off the Deep End. Love this disc. I think one of my favorite songs that he's ever done is the original, You Don't Love Me Anymore. But I love some Weird Al. So, I don't know where the furball got off to, but he's around here somewhere. But, alright, so that's part 2, and I'm going to go ahead and close, and hope you're having a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.